Nana boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 23 Blackburn Rovers career mode. And today we're going to continue on with our fight in the Premier League. I'm not really sure I should call it a fight anymore because we're already at 36 points, which is pretty much near enough guaranteeing our survival. Burnley are a ways off with 21 points, so I think at this stage we are safe. Burnley spent a lot of money as well in the transfer window. We did manage to beat them in the last episode right there at the end. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it, and also go down below and smash that subscribe button because YouTube tells me that a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. Now, another big thing that happened in the last episode is we did finally let Luis Travis go. We got a few bids in that last one, and it did take us up in his contract to finally get a bid that really suited the valuation that we held for him, and he's going to be joining Barcelona when the window opens. We're going to recoup 30 million. The total bid was 35 million. We're going to get 30 million of that into the budget for next season. So that's massive. That's huge, but it is a big hole to replace. And I'm not sure you replace that with 30 million. I'm still not sure what we're going to do there yet. We have a few players that can play CDM. We're retraining Saar to play there, and Mads Bidstrup does come back after his season out on loan at Ajax. I was hoping he would have improved a little bit more, but still at 24, versatile player, could have a really big role next season in the team. Alfred Duncan as well can play in that CDM role, but the unfortunate thing with Alfred Duncan is he's 32, so he's getting on a little bit, but still, who knows? He may have an impact. We are going to kick off this episode by taking on Tottenham. That'll be a very difficult game, but I want to take them on, and Amain Guri is signed for them, so potential debut for him. We're also going to have Preston. We're going to look to play Preston and Burnley as much as possible this season because it looks like both are going to be relegated, and they are our biggest rivals in the league at this current moment in time. Then we're pushing on towards May and nearly the end of the season. There's going to be one more episode after this one, though, before we do actually finish season number 3. And then we're going to have such a huge off-season. So there's a lot to get through. There's a lot going on. Let's go and pick the team to take on Tottenham. This is the starting 11 then to take on Tottenham. They're going to be at home. They aren't starting Guri, but he will be on the bench. And, of course, they're playing free at the back. And what does Yorkie struggle with the most is playing against sides that play free at the back. I always struggle to break them down. You saw the Chelsea Cup final in the last episode. An unbelievable cup final. Just falling short, lads. But I think it was a great effort from the team. And you guys seem to reciprocate that. We're going to take this quick moment just to say thank you very much for your continued support. You guys absolutely smash it in the comments. Every time I put a video up, it fills me with so much faith continuing series like this when you guys just hammer the comment section with all the appreciation, love, and suggestions of what to continue to do in this series. Now, Saar, of course, an ex-Tottenham player in real life. He's been given game time this season, but I'm not sure he played any football for Tottenham before this season. So in current season number 3 of this career mode, he might not have actually played for Tottenham at all, but he is going to be taking them on today. And, you know, we had a lot of love with that Tottenham series. So when we do get the opportunities to play against them, we will do. They're doing very, very well in this save. I think they might even be fighting for the title. I'm not sure. The difference is they have double our points total right now in the table. They signed Leroy Sané. He could be an absolute handful down the wing. Reece Nelson there playing in Callum Grant. I thought I'd managed to just go beyond Romero there. There's back 3. It's going to be a problem. Callum Grant's going to try and play that one behind to Amad Diallo. Good footwork from him. He keeps the football as well, and Haley plays a beautiful pass to Reece Nelson. They've made a mistake. Nelson with the shot. Could not find the back of the net, but that's a bright start. We're going to have to hit him on the counter. I'm not sure we're going to see too much dominance in this game. I think they'll probably dominate possession. Okay, linking up with Yorkiemann, Son, you imagine. He's going to get the ball in there. Colwell straight across to Basuma. What a save from Turner. One position I feel very comfortable in not improving next season is actually goalkeeper, because Turner has just been a beast, and I think he'll continue to be a beast next season. Yeah, he might not grow much. God, Benacer with a very good shot. He might not grow much, but I think he's done a good enough job for us. That one out. Britain. Oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Into Amad. Amad across to Callum Grant. Tries to stab it home. Went near post, and he's just gone wide. Current into Travis. We know now Travis's last season with the club. Devastating. That is a beautiful ball. Callum Britton is going to want to loft that one over to Callum Grant. It was a very difficult header, and it's going to go wide. Consistent pressure, but nothing leading to a goal. And if we know Antonio Conte, his sides can definitely soak up the pressure, then hit you once and they'll score. Oh, that's a great ball across to Leroy Sané. Into Harry Kane. Oh my God, I can't believe he's put that wide. He's on fire this season as well, but that'll be the halftime whistle. And I think any point from this game would be a success. Definitely shouldn't play for a point, but just saying, any point from this game would definitely be a successful result against Tottenham. Reece Nelson. Oh, it's poor. It is very poor. Reece Nelson's going to stay down injured there. That is horrendous news. That one over to Britain. Britain into Saar. So then back to Alex Scott. Good footwork from him. Reece Nelson still not getting back up, which is a problem for me. Sar's footwork is not his strength. Reece Nelson finally back up, but I think we're going to have to sub him off. A few subs then to try and freshen things up. See if we can get ourselves anything out of the game. I mean, well, it's still 0-0 at this point, and I'm happy with a point. There is the opportunity to go on, you know, maybe upset Tottenham. We've upset a few sides this season. We do the same to Tottenham with Cowell on the pitch now and Balogun. You never know. Sessegnon's going to lose out to Britton there. Britton then wants that up to Balogun. Balogun wants that ball over to Alex Scott. It's not one for him to run on to Balogun trying to get to the second ball. We're just struggling to break down this Tottenham side, honestly. Gurry has come on for Tottenham now, playing him on the right side. They've also just brought on Troy Parrott, who is someone who we was looking at in the window. He's getting a little bit of game time for Tottenham. Definitely someone we like the look of. We still might need another striker, who knows, because Balogun is only a loan deal. I'd love for him to come back next season. Maybe as a permanent. I felt like that was good from Carl. It wasn't. It's going to be a free kick. This isn't really a position I want to be giving them a free kick, but Romero being stood over it filled me with a bit of confidence. We couldn't really make anything happen, but neither could Tottenham. We defended really strongly. I knew 5 at the back was going to be difficult for us to break down, but the fact that we're going to take a point here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think that's massive, because Tottenham are currently second in the league and fairly comfortably second in the league ahead of Manchester United. They're ahead of Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal having a poor season in 7th, so you Tottenham fans will definitely be enjoying that. They're not really in the race with Liverpool. Liverpool have run away with it. Grand scheme of things, if Tottenham had a season like this, you'd be very happy. And that's why we're very happy taking a point from that game. Sad news after that Spurs game, though, is that Reece Nelson is going to be out for 3 months. It's a broken toe. He's had a few of these injuries, and this is going to be another one that puts him out. We might start using Dolan. Oops, that was a mistake. I might start using Dolan there on the left-hand side a little bit, but Kay Cowell is a very good option for us on the left-hand side. Monthly scout report then. We're going defensive-minded in England, and there's maybe a couple of players here that could be decent. I mean, Jake Taylor might have a fairly decent base overall, so we'll sign him, but maybe release him instantly. Hugh Edwards, maybe, again, could be fairly decent. Louis Burns, most likely not. And 650 for Roman Sanderson. So we will actually sign all 3 of those. I'll put them on some development schedules. We'll see how they work out. It should achieve our goal, that with the board, though, getting a defensive player. So that's at least that objective done and our job safe. Preston, here we come then. It's the away day against Preston and 5 at the back. So, I mean, a lot of teams play this. We played against Preston before. They've played 5 at the back. We still managed to get the results. The squad isn't that good. They don't look like they've improved it massively. This is our starting 11. Of course, we're going with Cowell in this one. I was toying with Dolan and Diallo. I'm going to go with Cowell. Give him the opportunities. He deserves them. He will continue to grow as well. Callum Grant starting up top with Eskil Rudd just behind him. A victory here for us as well will basically doom Preston because they look dead set to go down, and this definitely will not help them if they can't pull off at least a point, but they really need victories at this stage of the season. So maybe they'll go for it. Maybe they'll play super aggressive. We don't know, do we? We don't know how the AI are going to handle that, but maybe they will go for this match, and that should leave opportunities in behind that a player such as Callum Grant can exploit. Let me find a little bit of a breakaway now while they're a little bit off foot. Eskil Rudd into Cowell. It's an awkward position. He can fire off a shot. Will force a save from Woodman. He's forcing saves here early. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Cowell was in a great position. I don't know why he didn't do a little bit more. Tyrese Dolan now. He's going to whip that one across towards Reggie Cannon. He finds the back of the net, and I think the flag has stayed down, and we're going to score our first goal with Reggie Cannon. This is a really well-played ball in, and I just spotted Cannon making a run out of the edge of the screen, and it's a beautiful finish. One of the most unlikely scorers then at the start of this match, and that is Reggie Cannon. Unbelievable stuff from him. Great ball in from Tyrese Dolan. He's very good at whipping the ball in. Should have bodies over now and an advantage. Knight wants that over to Tyrese Dolan. It's beautiful. Dolan's got to be perfect. What is that from Tyrese Dolan? Rudd going to keep running forward with it. He's not bad on the ball, is he now, Eskil Rudd? Tyrese Dolan trying to fire it back across. It ends up with Eskil Rudd. Straight the keeper, half time. 1 goal to the good. Maybe should be more. Didn't allow Preston to have a shot, though, in that first half. So defensively against a side like Preston. Well, then Callum. Make a run. Callum Britton. Callum Grant should definitely be 2-0. Woodburn with a bit of space, and Preston only a goal down. Oh, that's not a penalty. It's a free kick, but in a dangerous spot. Well, Callum Grant definitely should have made it 2-0, and we're going to bring him off now. We're going to bring on Florian Balogun. Balogun can have any impact in the game. It's going to be a Preston free kick, please. Please, 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 Preston. Nothing ridiculous. Jump the wall. Oh, I knew it was coming. every single time the AI has a free kick. Wasn't even a good one if we're being honest. We're all right, but we've seen these so many times now. It just... I know when they get in that position, it's going to be a goal. These top bins, like, you're not going to save that, are you? But now, I think they're going to get a point from this game because we've struggled on the offensive end. And then Tyrese. Knight plays in Tyrese. Tyrese trying to get it across to Balogun. He does. Why are you taking such a heavy touch? Get a second ball, Balogun. Opportunities are coming to us and we're not taking them. Well, this will be a travesty if they get a point from this. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is going to be really poor if we surrender a point to Preston when we played this well. Balogun across to Cowell. Cowell back into Balogun again. And he's straight at the goalkeeper this time. Would Callum Grant have scored there? Would he have scored? That's the big question. They've given me opportunities. We've had chances, and it's so infuriating. Harsh point that, because we had chances. We didn't take them. Callum Grant, Balogun. How many more need the opportunities? They're our star strikers. They don't take the opportunities, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. One shot in the entire game for Preston, and it's the goal. One shot. The silly free kick. We do manage to bounce back in the next game in the league, though. It's a 2-1 victory against Fulham. They were actually the better side, but do we care? Amad Diallo and Mecha with the goals. We couldn't keep that good form going, though, as we went into this game against Leicester. They were the home side, so that always does give them an advantage. They are actually the better side. Very close to them in the league, but they're going to beat us 3-2. Travis and Amad Diallo again, though. Amad Diallo having a very good run of form at this moment in time. Everton up next then, and they are a point difference, so we can actually leapfrog them with a victory today. And they're not playing 5 at the back. That's the biggest thing for me in this one. There is no 5 at the back. It is a pretty decent starting 11, and that back line is strong, but our back line is pretty decent as well. This is our starting 11. Of course, Cade starts as per usual, with Nelson being off. Travis has gone up by one. He's 83 now. Really sad to see him go. I genuinely am. And Amad Diallo is going to get the start because he's in fine form. No played wins so far in today's episode, so, you know, it's all going great. This is the opportunity, though, to turn that around. Everton are mid-table like ourselves. I mean, that Preston game, it should have been at. It just genuinely should have been at. Our strikers need to be scoring in this one. They really do. And Amad Diallo has picked up the slack, obviously, in the last couple of games, but we need to see more from the front line. We're going to have to replace them all next season. Of course, we're not going to do that. Callum Grant has had a really good year. I think when we look at the stats for a fresh Premier League side at the end of this season, this may work out perfectly. Callum Grant has said, I need more, and he's going to hit the post. I need more, and he's going to hit the post. This just couldn't have worked out any worse. I mean, it's the only way he gets it beyond the keeper's legs, to be fair to him. Opening moments, hitting the post up. That was a good ball in from Cowell. I forget, when Cowell actually gets running, when he gets sprinting, the man soars. He's got so much speed. They've got Jesus Ferreira. Okay. Big fan. Still got McNeil. Big fan as well. Oh, what a save, Turner. That definitely should have been 1-0. No doubt. We probably should have scored, but they definitely should have scored there. And then Amad Diallo. Never mind. Inside to Sarr, which is very confusing. Callum Grant in behind to Amad Diallo for 1-0. How have we hit the woodwork twice? How? How is nobody actually getting the goal on the shot on target, sorry? And we've hit the woodwork twice. Well, Sarr wins that back in a beautiful position. Why did Alex Scott not make that run? Oh, get to that. So Alex Scott absolutely ruined that entire moment. Like, genuinely, Alex Scott could not have been more in the way and done more to hinder that opportunity for Sarr. Like, legitimately, Alex Scott, mate, as a cam, what are you doing in that situation? That should be the half-time whistle, and we should have scored. Woodwork twice, and Alex Scott working against us. Is he an agent for Everton? Who knows? But the second half, I feel like if we keep playing the way we did, there's a goal in this. Callum Grant just ran straight away. Oh, it's going to work. It's going to work. Please, Alex Scott. Please, Alex Scott! Scores his first goal for Blackburn Rovers, and we take the lead. I said he was in the way, and he made a huge mistake in the end of that last half, but he's rectified it there with the goal. You're back on the list, Alex. You're back on the list. You will be invited to my birthday party. Brilliant finish. Why not to Patterson? What can he do for Everton? Hopefully not a lot. Pickering will concede the corner. I'm happy for Pickering to get back like that, to be honest with you, and just make sure he's in position to stop that ball. We can't stop this one, but sure. Oh, I don't know what he did there, Britton, because I feel like he should have let Turner just get to that. But Cade Cowell is an absolute speed demon. Look at this. Look at this from Cade Cowell. He's got the strength as well. Cade Cowell! Oh my God, that is beautiful. He does this like twice a season. Honestly, he'll just have one of those runs from their corner, from the opposition corner. He'll have one of those runs where he does this, and it's absolutely amazing. Every time it happens, What a massive moment. And that is exactly why he should be in the starting 11. Maybe a little bit more often. It's not been Reece Nelson's year, if we're being honest. It's been a very mixed one. Welcoming back into the Premiership. It's not been awful, but that injury is going to give Cade the opportunity. And then it's going to be up to Reece if he can get himself back into the starting 11 next season. Because Reece Nelson's season obviously is done. I would have really liked him to have at least got to 80 rated this season, but that's not going to happen now. Another short corner for Everton. They seem to like these short corners, although it hasn't worked. They just conceded from one a moment ago. Callum Grant now, can he break free? Oh, that was a bit reckless, but Mad Diallo, well, he's going to prosper from this because I'm going to just stride that one in to Callum Grant. It's a good run from Callum Grant. It's going to have to be amazing. Oh, it was amazing. Callum Grant has gone off the post. Never mind. This is why he's the starter, lads. Come on. Let's not all fool ourselves. This is exactly why Callum Grant is the starter in this team. What a finish this is. That is an unbelievable finish. I'm going to reward him by bringing him off because he's knackered, isn't he? I mean, he made one of those long sprints, so he's absolutely knackered. He needs to come off. Have his legs rubbed, ready for the next game, and Balogun can come on. Anything for Everton right now is surely but a consolation, and that is not how you get one, Ericsson. Honestly, that was horrendous. Beautiful. And then Britain can't pass the football. Exactly what I mean. Like, he just genuinely can't pass the football. Just spread that down the line to Balogun. It doesn't matter. It's 3-0. It's just something we can work on in the future. Do like Callum Britton, and he is lacking match sharpness, so that could be a reason why he's not achieving those passes, but I feel like that's been something that's happened all season long. Instantly coming out of this game and scouting the American Jesus Ferreira. If you haven't seen him before, you haven't used him before, I think I even made a video on him 2 years ago. This guy is an absolute beast. He grows to be an absolute beast. And as you can just see by his base stats there, he's pretty decent, isn't he? And I think it's good to get a good scout on him because if Everton finish below us, which they are now after we leapfrogged them in that game, and Jesus Ferreira is fair game. There is no reason why we couldn't go in for him. We have another youth scout report available now. So let's take it. There isn't, is there? I was going to say, let's take a look. There. Okay, James Bryan. Start off at 800,000, which means he's pretty decent, but I'm going to need his potential really to be maybe at least 85 plus is what I'd like. He's not a future superstar, is he? But I mean, he's still up there. And Reggie Day, it could be our man. Jeez, 1.4 million. The rest really not looking up to much, but Reggie Day caught my eye instantly. He's going to come in at 66 rated, and actually James Bryan at centre-back, my big issue there though is that he's 5'11". Doesn't look awful though, does he? I mean, his pace is decent and his physical's decent, his defending's not great, so I'm instantly thinking with his height he's a right back, but I mean they don't seem to agree with that. Literally the only position it says he's very good to play is actually centre-back, but no, we're going to retrain him to be a right back, and then we'll see if he becomes anything from that. There was one more, or maybe there wasn't. Maybe it was just Reggie Day. So let's take a look at Reggie Day. Decent pace, decent defending, decent physical. He's only 5'9", so position-wise, we instantly know 5'9" for me is a stretch for centre-back. CDM, he can't pass, so in my team at CDM, you're gonna have to be able to pass. I genuinely think they've got him where I would have him. Pace is okay, dribbling's not too bad, bringing the ball forward, and he's defending of 16 and physical 64, I'm pretty happy with. We could improve his passing and dribbling and defending, physical, defensive work rate at medium. I want that high as quick as possible, to be fair. Inverted, though, does improve that speed, which I really want to get up, but I think we're going to go wide back first. Let's get him with the high defensive work rate. Reggie Day really could be special. I'm excited to see how he progresses. He's one of the few that have come in and been 66 overall already. Within a couple of seasons, he'll easily be 70. Left back isn't exactly a position where we are flushed with players. Next up in the league then here at home is Manchester United, and since we haven't played the highlights in ages, I was going to utilize them a lot more, and then we've just not ended up doing it. Let me know down below if you guys utilize the highlight system this year quite a bit. I like it. I think it's good. Needs some work, but it's a decent addition that hopefully continues to be improved. We're going to play it here against Manchester United, and hopefully we just don't get battered. Is a 1-0 defeat too much to wish for? They've got Schick up top, which is just really weird. It's blowing my mind. Now, I'm expecting a lot of these highlights to be Man United attacks, and I mean, we're getting one here straight off the bat. And it's Anthony, and I'm closing the gap, and it's 1-0. That did not take long. 7 minutes in, crossing opportunity for Manchester United. This might have been a mistake. This could have been a mistake. They may absolutely destroy me. Sancho, go on, Reggie Cannon. It won't let me break, which is the sad thing. And it's going to be a lot of Manchester United highlights, I think. We're only 1-0 down, though. So, I mean, every opportunity. They've got a corner. I don't know if highlights have been improved as well over time, because there's been several patches since the last time I played the highlights. Does it actually give them this far after the corner? It does. Casemiro into shit, Colwill, and then surely this will be the end of the highlight. It went on for a little bit, but that was basically the end of the highlight. Guess what? There's another highlight coming up, and it's a Manchester United one, and it's going to be Schick, and it's perfectly timed from Rico Lewis, the Manchester City loanee, so he'll be happy. Oh, Callum Grant, solo run. I don't know what way to go with this. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to keep going this way, and I'm going to be tackled. That is frustrating. Callum Grant, that was the opportunity. We're probably not going to get another one. Manchester United have Pedri. Pedri's pretty good at football, isn't he? I just wanted to highlight that as Manchester United have their 90-second highlight package. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. It's Callum Grant. He's still on the pitch. This is the one. Callum, lovely touch. Callum Grant, clean through. Callum Grant makes it 1-1 against Manchester United. There's one thing I will say in terms of highlights for this Manchester United game. There's been quite a lot, which I like. Is he... Oh, wow. The lead lasted long, boys. The draw lasted long. As I was saying, there's been like a lot of highlights in this one, and I quite like that. There's been a variety of different... I mean, I've not had them. Manchester United have had them, but there's been a variety of different highlights, and I quite like that. That's something that I felt like was really lacking in the highlights when I played before. That's a great tackle from Colwill, and I feel like they've got that in this one. Do I get any more chances towards the end of this game? Most likely not. Manchester United will sail in the corner, and they do have Schick, and they're not going to let me run that away, are they? Oh, we've got a corner. Been horrendous at these, I'm not going to lie, so who knows? I'm just hitting and hoping at this stage. Don't even beat the first man, but Cowell will bring that one down to Colwill. He's good at football, isn't he? Colwill into Metcha. Metcha back to Colwill. Well, they're just going to let me have a spell of possession here, so let's see what I can come up with. Well, here we go. Picker in. Good footwork. Callum Grant's there. Callum Grant across again. Sar into Metcha. Metcha can't slide it through. End of highlight. Bloody penalty to Manchester United. There's a penalty in every highlight ever before. See what happens. I'm going to go right. He's going right. I didn't. He went left. Nothing else really to say about that one. Then the highlight system I actually quite enjoyed. I know we got battered 3-1, but it was quite realistic, the result. We put up a bit of a fight. I didn't get many highlights, but I probably shouldn't against Manchester United because their team was so much better. And there was a lot more highlights. I feel like I had a lot more to commentate over there. Before, when we did the highlights, there just wasn't anything to commentate over. There might be 5 highlights. 3 of them would be absolutely nothing. And then, boom, end of match. So it felt like a bit of a dud game, but that was pretty decent. Let me know what you think about them down below, and if you haven't tried them again recently, maybe give them another go. But in the grand scheme of things, in the table, we started the day in 11th, and we're going to finish it in 11th as well, and I feel like that's probably where we're going to finish this season. Preston are already relegated, Watford are already relegated, although they've got games in hand, so they might not be, and I'm pretty positive they're Burnley are relegated. Not good at maths, so if I said that wrong, then screw all of you naysayers. Pretty sure all 3 sides are relegated, so they are teams potentially we can pick up players from, and Burnley wouldn't be a bad shout, right? Because they signed quite a lot of good players to try and stay up, and in those efforts, it's not worked. They've won 1 game. I am pretty happy if we do finish in 11th. We did leapfrog Everton in this episode, but then the result against Man United, I mean, it's been a little bit of a flip-flop, but 11 wins in our first season back, and we're going to have 4 games in the next episode, which will be the end of this season. There's 4 decent games. We won't play all 4. We'll play a couple. If you've not watched the end of season here on the channel before, it's a good episode to watch because we go through the squad. We talk about things that we want to do next season, maybe players we're going to bring back. And these are the best episodes for you guys now to get your feedback in on what we should do next season, because we finish 11 this season. Maybe we should be pushing for 7, say. That's Conference League football. And I think maybe that's the next logical step for a team that finishes 11. Heavily going to be dependent on the budget, but we'll actually find that out in the next episode as well. Appreciate you all. Much love. If you're new, smash subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the like button, because if you got to this stage of the video and you haven't hit the like button, you're just not a very nice person. Take it easy, and I'll see you for the next one.